green stuff?
Celery, kale, spinach, spirulina.
Something that makes you run long. Yeah, 1, 5, 7, 14, 20. Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to St. Stephen High School. Home this weekend to the Battle at the Border presented by McDonald. Thanks to Ashley and Gary Wager for sponsoring that. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching the Maritime Women's Basketball Association live stream powered this weekend by CHCO TV, Charlotte County's own. Thanks to the crew here for putting that together. Very, very excited to be here. All weekend long, we had one great game in the books. It was a nail-biter. 1 or 2 possession game all the way through, pretty much. And it was Moncton over Port City in the opening game, so Moncton will advance to the World's Oldest Basketball Court Cup Championship tomorrow. The winner of this one between the Fredericton Freeze, who are in the black jerseys, they're on your screen, and the Miramichi Her-icanes, the new team in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association this season, playing their inaugural game, a preseason game at that here in St. Stephen at the Battle of the Border. They're in the orange, and there you see the bright orange right there. Love those jerseys. Love how the numbers stand out. As a play-by-play guy, you can't get a whole lot better than that. A bright jersey with a dark number absolutely stands out, and you can bet that no one in those orange jerseys is going to be able to hide anywhere. I'm going to be able to see them all, no matter where they go. Starters for the Her-icanes, Lauren Rainford, 5'10" guard at a UPI in Toronto. 5, Katie Donahoe, another guard at a UPI for 5 seasons. Theme here again, Devin Lawler, number 7, guard out of UPEI. Bailey Black, UNB connection and Miramichi connection, wears 14. And Aiden Rainford out of UPEI, fifth year, played 2 of those seasons at UPI, is Aiden Rainford, 6'1" forward. Brings the size. Lauren Rainford, you're going to have to look to contain. Starters for the Freeze, 8 is Katie Daly. 9 is Robbie Daly. Jane Boyle is going to wear 10. Katie Butts is going to wear 11. Eva Tamwina is going to wear 15. Be set for tip-off here. Freeze might have a bit of a size advantage, maybe a little speed advantage here for the Her-icanes. Freeze, a number of the Freeze players who I think will ultimately make the Freeze roster, which will be submitted tonight, not here. A few of the players still traveling back from their university commitments in other places, and some still finishing up exams and home visits. They warmed up the other way. They warmed up the other way. So they had the official there, Mr. Patterson, just had them switch. So we're going to switch around and have them shoot on the basketball they warmed up on. They've got it now. Katie Butts wins the tip against Aiden Rainford. Back for Katie Daly. Into the post for Butts. Ripped away. And foul called on Katie Donahoe. 5 seasons at UPEI. 2011-12 through 2015-16 for Donahoe. 5-time academic All-Canadian. Wiener can't get us on the board. Pass ahead for Rainford. Back for Rainford, and now for Rainford. Travel called, good defense by Katie Daly. Going to go back in the other direction. No score, we're 30 seconds in. We'll mention already, if I haven't off the top, promotion here from McDonald's. Every 3-pointer made here this weekend, McDonald's will be serving up, or donating, if you will, a meal to the food bank. So anything from behind the 3-point arch is golden here this weekend for the food bank. 19 of them made here between the youth and the first Maritime Women's Basketball Association game. So Maritime Women's Basketball Association game will put up 16 in that first game. On the board is Aiden Rainford, 2 points for Miramichi. Miramichi has traveled well. A number of Miramichi fans to my right. Robbie Daly on the drive, picks up a foul. Looks like we'll go on Lauren Rainford, number 1. Does go on Rainford. That'll be the second team foul on Miramichi Her-icanes. Daly missed from the line. Robbie Daly makes the second. I know the Freeze, they've been at most of their practices, have not gotten up to a lot of 5-on-5, partly due to numbers. Freeze practice, a nice score inside by Lauren Rainford over Katie Butts. Makes it 4-1. Her-icanes here early going. Wiener with the drive. Can't get the reverse lay-in to go. Rebound ripped away by Rainford. Off to Lauren Rainford. They are sisters out of Toronto. Donahoe with the release, tracks down the rebound. Picked off by Robbie Daly, ahead for Katie Daly. Katie Daly with the nice score. Nice use of the body by Katie Daly to score 2 points. Lauren Rainford with the miss. Rebound off to Daly, ahead for Jane Boyle. Boyle out of UNB. Scores 2. Makes it 5-4 Freeze. Donahoe, Rainford. Lauren Rainford. Baseline pass, Devin Lawler. Partially obscured here by some fans having a conversation in front of me. Can't quite see what happened on that play. Katie Butts, the 15-footer. It's at 7-4 Freeze. Pass ahead for Donahoe. Haven't seen Bailey Black with many offensive touches here yet. Long shot missed by Devin Lawler. Tipped in the hand. There is Black right on cue. Rebound to the Freeze, and it's Katie Daly on the push for Jane Boyle. Boyle from behind the arc. That doesn't go down. It's off to Katie Donahoe. Donahoe, an assistant coach with UPI this season. And of course, no sooner do I say it, does Bailey Black get a shot, and then a second shot that goes down. 7-6. Bailey Black, of course, beloved on the Miramichi. Shout out if you are watching on the Miramichi. Feel free to give me a shout out on X or Twitter, BILLSBY, BILLSBY at Billsby. Love to know where you're watching from. 3 and a key called. Subs in for both sides. Looks like 4 subs for Miramichi. Hamilton, Henderson, Rancourt, and Miller. And Katie Donahoe stays on for Miramichi. So 4 ACA players off the bench for Miramichi. Into the game for the Freeze. Milan Spickerell, absolute Sweden, born in France, is a story I'll tell for sure at some point in this broadcast. And with a big block right there, Jenny Enqua out of Brampton. With the block. Jenny graduated forestry this year for the Reds. Stellar academically. Spickerell with the miss. So the story of Spickerell. In Canada on a 2-year travel work visa. Had been in Montreal. Heard about the league earlier in the offseason. Sent a note out, said, hey, I'd like to be interested. And of course, sure, come on down for the tryout. And has really, earned her way onto this team. Just absolutely excited to be in New Brunswick and in Fredericton. And just a great story of someone who gets that, out of university and absolutely nothing online that you can find in terms of film or tape or anything. And, here she is. She'll be, I think, partly running point here for the Freeze. Taking it to the rim there and getting your own rebound and scoring. The name I'm probably going to say a lot. That's Amanda Russell. It's Amanda Sharp when she played at UNB, so I'll probably say Sharp a few times. So apologies to Amanda for that. But Amanda Russell, absolutely stellar resume. Going to need a long break to get through all of Russell's resume. Given a try here with the Freeze this weekend. Not sure if Russell will be part of the Freeze roster. There are some decisions certainly remain. Of course, Russell living on Grand Manan, so you're watching from Grand Manan. Love to hear from you. I know it's a big basketball hotbed. It's great players out of Grand Manan. And of course, Russell, Fredericton High, UNB, only player in UNB history to score over 1,500 points, all in the UNB uniform. Jada Vino went over 1,500 in a red uniform. Of course, started 2 or 3 years at Acadia and then finished up at UNB. Was Bailey Henderson. Henderson, UNBSJ Seawolves, is a nursing student for UNBSJ. Tough catch inside, that's Sharp. Pardon me, Russell again, started it already. And Russell with 2 scores off the bench here. Just amazing impact player. Russell. Played from 2006-07 to 2010-11 for the Reds. Over 100 in 100 games played exactly. 20 a season over 5 seasons for Russell. Michaela Hansen outside for Daly. Daly makes a triple. Bring another one up for the food bank. That should be 20 now. (14-6) freeze against the Her-icanes. Not sure if you can see it on your screen. You see there the far side, just to the free side of the scores table, there is a flipboard counting the 3-pointers made here this weekend. Just went up to 20. Rainford in the post, knocked away. Enqua to the floor, picks it up for Virginia Dickinson. Dickinson, another one of the players here, just an outstanding athlete. And Virginia Dickinson, it was even longer, was 98, 99 and 99, 2000. Dickinson played for the Freeze, 99 AUAA champion, 19-1 CIAU bronze team. That was just a spectacular team. There, Hansen with the deep ball. Make it 21 meals for the food bank. He got behind the arch is Golden. 17-6, the Freeze out front. Timeout taken by Miramichi. Stellar coaching staff there for Miramichi. Brittany Sullivan, Brittany Hare. And as I say, the godfather of Miramichi basketball, Jim Waters. Waters an assistant here. And Brittany Sullivan was quite a player as well at Dalhousie. And just a stellar job that franchise has done getting off the ground. Of course, expect nothing less from Miramichi community, the way they support sports teams, the way they support Chatham Ironman, the way they support Miramichi Her-icanes, the Miramichi Timberwolves up there. That's just picked right up here with this Her-icanes squad. Fully behind this Her-icanes team. I went up for the announcement of this team in early January, and they were accepted into the league and announced it at an event, Basketball Day on the River, that Jim Waters and Miramichi River Hoops put on up there. Had St. Thomas and UPI play an exhibition game. Just phenomenal support. Everybody going crazy up there, and it's only continued, the businesses that are on board. Just love to see that, and from my standpoint, it's an opportunity for 14 more women in the Maritimes to play basketball at this high level. In university in the off season and post university to do that. And kudos to Miramichi for making it work. And as you heard when we did the starting lineup, no team on the island, at least yet, for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. So they went to work and recruited a bevy of players who are on the island either for playing or living over there. Abby Miller, one of those. She used to play for Moncton, just missed there, is now living and working on the island after graduating Mount A. And of course, a number there from the starting lineup. Charlie Connors, shot blocked and missed there, ahead for Lauren Rainford. Rainford lays it up in over Matea Hansen. So 17-8. Spickarell off to Michaela Hansen. 2 Dalys, 2 Hansens, and 2 Rainfords. I say one of those names, I can't really be wrong too many times here today. Russell taps it around after not getting the score inside. Donahoe, Aiden Rainford, as well as Tristan DeRoche. DeRoche wearing 12, 3 years at Crandall for DeRoche. Katie Butts back in for the Freeze. Inbound there for Hansen for Butts. Spickarell on the cut outside for Russell. Russell spot up, 16-footer, just short. Butts can't get the rebound off for Henderson. Henderson to the front court, hands off to Donahoe. Aiden Rainford calls for a cut, off for Bailey Black. Black left it short. Spickarell gets a hand on the rebound, off to Butts. Elin Spickerell is quick. Hands off to Michaela Hansen. Hansen has to dive to the floor to get it for Matea Hansen. Deep in the shot clock now, 10 to shoot. Russell for Butts in the low post against Henderson. Oh, good double team by Bailey Black. Nice takeaway. That's just a smart play by Bailey Black. Butts had the size advantage on Henderson, who shoots that one. Rebound for Butts. Butts in the post again against Henderson, and there's Aiden Rainford. That's a head for Bailey Henderson. Spickerell on the defense. Nice score by Henderson as she went to the reverse. Defense! Defense! 17-10. A few freeze trips here with no score. Butts collects that ball. Off glass, scores 2. Little kiss off the window for Katie Butts. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Freeze 19, Her-icanes 10. That's a triple from Katie Donahoe. UPI Female Athlete of the Year in 2015-16. That should be 22 on the board over there now. Pass a little too strong for Hansen, out of bounds. It's going to be Miramichi ball with 7 seconds to go, trailing by 6. I think we need one more. I think we're up to 22 on the board over there. Let's see if the Her-icanes, we've got a late in the shot clock play. 7 seconds left. Katie Daly knocks it into the backcourt. Her-icanes have got a long way to go now to get a shot away, and the quarter time will expire. Good defense from Katie Daly. 19-13. Freeze after the first. Entertaining quarter of basketball as well. I think we're 1 shy on our three-pointer counter over there. I think it should be 22 now after that last make. Good first quarter of basketball for the Her-icanes. Of course, good first quarter as well for the Freeze. Their first quarters of basketball for both of these teams. Her-icanes will open on the road next weekend for the regular season at Port City, Saturday night, 7 o'clock, TD Station. Get your tickets for that. Get out there if you're in the St. John area, even Charlotte County area. Slide over to St. John. Good shot of the crowd here. Good crowd on hand here in St. Stephen for Battle of the Border opening day. And the Freeze will open at home in the Richard J. Curry Center. First game for the Freeze on the UNB campus. They'll play all the games on campus this season. Number at the Curry Center, some others at the LB gym, which I'll call the main gym probably a half dozen times. Freeze will debut some new uniforms in that tip-off game next weekend, and that will be against the Moncton Mystics. Mystics, who just won here earlier today. And of course, the winner of this game will get the Mystics in the 1:30 game tomorrow for the World's Oldest Basketball Court Cup. The team that is not successful today gets the Port City Fog in the consolation game at 11:30 tomorrow morning, right here, St. Stephen High School. Coming down, grab a non-perishable, drop it in the box just before the admission. $5 to get in. Make sure you see the folks at She Is Active NB as well on the way in. Learn all about what they've got going on. Pick up some stickers and stuff there. Learn about how you can stay active and keep yourself healthy for life there. For that, come on in, see this game. Learn more about the world's oldest basketball court as well. Tom Liston and Richard Fulton and their whole committee that's volunteering here to help out with this tournament or part of that initiative. Just amazing. Turn over there, ball back over to the Freeze. Freeze in the second quarter. Daly, Butts, Tamwine, and Jane Boyle. So back to the starters for the Freeze. That's Daly off to Tamwine. That's going to be another three-pointer, make that 23. Still says 22 on the far side over there. They got that one up. Maybe I'm the one that's one ahead. looking to get more meals for the food bank. Anything from behind the three-point arch, absolutely golden. Still need the cowbell back, though. Come on back, dairy farmers, with that cowbell. I love that. Love to be able to say cowbell every time there was a three-pointer. Freeze by 9. Real learning opportunity here for both teams. Her-icanes in particular, of course, this group where they've got half dozen or so of them on the island, the other half in Miramichi. Tough to get together for practices. Had a big weekend last week, and in fact, supported so well on the Miramichi that opened the Sunday afternoon practice. People just come in and watch practice. That's how excited Miramichi is about this team, and I so look forward to that Sunday afternoon home opener next weekend. Freeze at the Her-icanes in Miramichi. That's going to be just a rockin' gym at Miramichi Valley High School. Get yourself tickets. They are available there at the convenience store that always sells the tickets, whose name I should have asked somebody from Miramichi from, so I could have told you here on the broadcast. You'll know what I mean when I say that. Get your tickets at that usual ticket sales location. Another score for the Freeze, 24-13. Ball in play for Rainford. Over to Donahoe. And of course, a lot of these players, this is their first action in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, learning just how competitive this is in relation to U Sport. Good U Sports players, you know, they don't have an easy go here. There's a lot of talent in this league. Devin Lawler talking about good U Sport players out of Milko PEI. Drains another triple. 24-16. Katie Butts to the bench. Jenny Enqua in. Eva Tamwine open from 15 feet, no good. Jane Boyle had the Windex out, collected the rebound. That's going to be a miss on the putback out of bounds. Off the Freeze, over to the Her-icanes. That's Her-icanes with an H-E-R. Love the play on words, if you will. Oh, nice defense by Daly on Rainford. There is Robbie Daly, kicks outside for Jane Boyle. Baseline jump shot too strong. Robbie Daly on the rebound, leaves it short. Out of bounds. On the end line is Cassidy Hamilton. Hamilton, number 10. Hamilton from Derby Junction, New Brunswick. Just the Fredericton side before you cross. I think it's the Anderson Bridge is what it's called there in Miramichi. The one that's been under construction for about 16 years. Two or three chances there for the Freeze, and it doesn't go. Then finally a foul given by Jane Boyle as Alexa Rancourt hits the deck. Rancourt, the ACAA Player of the Year this past season, ACAA All-Canadian. Started her collegiate career at Crandall, played this last season at Holland. I'm not sure if there's any eligibility left there. I think not, but don't quote me on that one. Spend a lot of my time, of course, covering the Pommies in the ACAA. That's Stu. .6:24 to go first half. Scoring is slowed down here a little bit. Spickerell Dickinson check in for the Freeze. Defense! Spickerell off the Boyle, uses the end-cuss queen. Three-pointer is a little to the right. Rebound though, Spickerell. Off for Boyle, baseline. That one doesn't go for Jane Boyle, but it's Spickerell again on the rebound. You can see why, that you're just effort, speed, athleticism from Spickerell, why she made this team. And if you are watching from France, or wherever you may be watching from, give me a shout out on Twitter, or however you may choose to reach me through the Freeze. Love to you know, if there's family out there watching, what you think of this whole endeavor. I just think the story of adventure is absolutely amazing to, you know, come to Canada, Montreal, decide to take the odyssey of a train trip down from Montreal to Moncton, jump on a bus from Moncton to Fredericton just to go to a tryout, spend a couple weeks in Fredericton, and then make this team as an unknown. Just incredible. Freeze worked the ball in deep, but can't get it to go on the inside. Bailey Black now to the front court. Black for Rainford, Abby Miller. Hamilton on the miss, rebound, Spickerell again. Tied up, there's going to be a foul on Lauren Rainford. Michaela Hansen set to check in for the Freeze. Come in for Jane Boyle. Virginia Dickinson to the front court. Hansen. Spickerell for 3. That one's a little strong. Enqua on the rebound. I think we had a reset of the 20-second clock, a 24-second clock that we shouldn't have. So we're going to reset it to 8 seconds. Good catch there by the officials. Officials said they're the best crew out of St. John. So if tomorrow's officiating crew is watching, they said that you're the second best crew out of St. John from tomorrow's crew. Okay, now we're saying it did hit the rim. And we're going to go 21 in the shot clock. Back to 24 in the shot clock. I have no idea whether it hit the rim or not. Dickinson inside for Russell. 14 to shoot, back outside for Dickinson. Enqua. Met by Black again. Enqua off glass. Russell fights for it. It's in the hands of Abby Miller. Miller was always one of my favorite players in the ACAA. Great story is Miller as well. Was more or less a walk-on at Mount Allison, not really recruited, showed up, worked her butt off, got in great shape, and over the years turned herself into the ACAA Player of the Year. And was part of that, again, magical team I think I talked about in the previous game that was ranked all the way up to #1 in the country going in the ACAs, the Ryan Chase team of 2 years ago, lost in the final MSVU in the ACA tournament held at St. Thomas. Oh, good defense there by Spickerell to get that ball back. Tapped it off of the Her-icanes player and out of bounds. After Spickerell had just got called for the carry. Earns the possession right back. Charlie Connors, the St. Thomas player. Dribbles into traffic, and it's Miller who picks it up, and Connors, I think, will get a foul for the effort. Freeze have been stuck at 24 here for a long time. In fact, it was 19-13 Freeze at the end of the first quarter. So it is 5-3 for the Freeze here this quarter. Black too strong. Dickinson on the catch and the run out. Virginia Dickinson in traffic. Nice move and great score by Virginia Dickinson. And there's Spickerell on the takeaway. Oh, a little wedgie shot. You don't see that very often. Just love the energy that Spickerell brought here today. Again, hadn't seen the Freeze a lot in 5-on-5 in practice. And Spickerell, one of the first things he did when she's staying in an Airbnb, jumped on the bicycle, biked all over Fredericton, just exploring and learning the city, and just excited to be part of this Freeze team. Great defense by the Freeze. Thanks to those online that are checking in. Freeze on the outside. Russell. Long shot. Front rim. How about the competitive fire here in Russell and Dickinson? Dickinson out, Hansen in. Dickinson, when asked to come down to play for the weekend, said sure. He'll be coming out to some freeze practices. Loves to be an athlete and compete, always has. Just an amazing outlook on life is Virginia Dickinson. Pickerel, a little hesitation off glass. There is Russell on the rebound, second effort in a sea of orange jerseys. Russell on the inbound. It's going to be for Matea Hansen. Pickerel through the legs dribble for Connors. Michaela Hansen, 6 to shoot. Good defense by Donahoe. Inside, Russell's going to draw the foul on Aiden Rainford. Amanda Russell is just so good in the post. And there's another player for the Freeze. Russell, of course, living on Grand Manan. Hasn't been at a single Freeze practice. Comes in and has just such a high basketball IQ, such competitive level that she just fits right in immediately. Another point here for Russell. She makes the board. Russell averaged 15, over 15 a game, and over 6.5 rebounds a game in 100 games at UNB, as mentioned. Big time scorer, 3-time AUS first team All-Star. AUS MVP, CIS first team All-Star. Female Athlete of the Year at UNB. On and on and on. Connors out of the pack. Spickerel on the catch for Connors. Russell in the post, again guarded by Rainford. Russell goes to work. That one drops down for Russell. Rainford lost the footing. Shows you how good Amanda Russell is. Aiden Rainford is a heck of a defender. Russell just put her in the blender on that one as he lost the footing. Timeout, Miramichi lead up to 14 now. Low scoring quarter here for Miramichi, only 3 points on the board, putting up 13 in the first quarter. Scoring has slowed down here for both teams. First game we were into the 80s on both clubs. The clubs will have to do some work here to get it that high in this game. Expected this one maybe to be a little scrappier. Up to 23 three-pointers hit here for the weekend. That's nearly 24 meals to the food bank, thanks to Ashley and Gary Wager and McDonald's, title sponsor here for Battle at the Border and the world's oldest basketball court, Cup. Of course, thanks, of course, to MWBA and Royale, founding partners of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Great look there at Steph, who graciously has picked up mic duties here today. So many people volunteering just to be a part of this and support women in sport. It's just so amazing. Showed it, of course, to the other 3 teams in the association. The Lake City 56ers, the move from Windsor and the name change, rebrand. And of course the Halifax Hornets, year 1 champion and year 2 champion, and currently on that would be a 12-game winning streak for the, 12 or 13-game winning streak for the the Thunder last year. Taken away that time inside by the Her-icanes. I think that was Miller on the takeaway. Bailey Black drives, picks up a foul. Katie Daly, Katie Butts. Perry Katie's check in. Russell and Spickerell to the bench. Minute 28 to go. We'll pick up a halftime interview as well. One of these teams, great look at Bailey Black. Black played for the Freeze in year one, now teaching in the Bathurst area. Was on hand in Miramichi when the team was announced in January. Of course, adored by the folks in the Miramichi, and why not? Class individual, good basketball player. And how about what's going on in Miramichi basketball? Won the first ever AAA girls title a couple years ago. In fact, had both high school teams in the finals at Harbor Station. Guys in the AA side that year. Amazing things happening with Miramichi basketball and River Hoops. And I'm so pleased to have them here in the league. Shout out, of course, as well to League Commissioner Jen Lloyd and Annalie LeBlanc, Deputy Commissioner or Assistant Commissioner, whatever you will. Their leadership here in this season. New leadership in the association as well. And Sports Entertainment Atlantic, Chris Larson, some of the work they're doing and lining up the sponsors, getting on board as well. One I heard about just this week, I'm not sure if I can say it yet, but I'll check with Brad James at half so I get some mentions in from them as well in terms of Royale and Medavie. So before I talk about that other sponsor, I'll make sure that it's okay for me to do so. Connors on the dribble. Maybe a little too much dribble there for Connors, ripped away by Donahoe. Looking inside, Miller draws the foul. It's going to go on Katie Butts, I believe. Abby Miller, first team ACA All-Conference, 2 times MVP 2023 at Avonview High School. 13.4 points per game, almost 8 rebounds as a senior in that Mount A team. Female Athlete of the Year at Mount A. An interesting tidbit of Abby Miller. Miller took the first ever opening tip in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. That was a game played at Leo Hayes High School, of course, when the league had the tournament format weekend where all the teams would gather when there were only 6, and it was a little more feasible to do so. Now that there's 7, logistics don't work out for 7 teams on a weekend. Used to play a couple games, it just doesn't work. And also do something different, gives teams more home games. Connors at the buzzer. No good. Going to be 30-20. Freeze, so it's an 11-7 quarter for Fredericton. 10-point game at halftime. Give me a couple minutes to get an interview set up, and I'll be right back with an interview very shortly.
And Southwest New Brunswick, a division of the Southwest New Brunswick Service Commission, for their kind and generous support to help make this weekend happen. Many thanks as well to She Is Active ND for being on here today. Drop over and see Megan and her group by the entrance to learn more about what She Is Active ND does and maybe get some ideas to keep moving and maintain a physically active lifestyle. She Is Active will also be taking out the Player of the Game awards for all 6 games this weekend. Thank you to Megan and She Is Active ND.
Eva, we've got an audience for this interview. I think this is the U11 team here from St. Stephen behind us.
Yes, they were in our locker room before the game. U11 Mini Spartans.
You're a coach as well. How important is it for you to have the youth involved?
Oh, it's really great, and I think that we're trying to set a good example for them. And they were in with our team. They got to know a little bit of our team, and now they are our biggest cheerleaders over here.
Preseason game. This is not an easy game against this Her-icanes team.
Yeah, this is the new team. A lot of us haven't seen them before, but we're adapting. And the score's reflecting that.
And how about this preseason tournament? Yet another new wrinkle in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. A new team, a new preseason tournament. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's great to evolve. and learn every year, and Brad's doing a great job.
And you're going to get to see the oldest basketball court this evening, of course, if you stick around. What do you know about that, and how excited are you to see it?
I have not been there myself, but we're excited to see the world's oldest basketball court. That is quite an amazing thing that it's still around.
A 10-point lead here as you go into the second half. What do you need to do to maintain this lead?
We need to continue what we've done in the second quarter there. Really box out. We had too many low boards by them, but we've controlled that.
Thanks, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you. Good afternoon once again, fans. Welcome back to St. Stephen High School. Game 2 of the Battle at the Border Maritime Women's Basketball Association preseason tournament here, presented by McDonald's, actually, and Gary Wager, title sponsors here, and already up to 23 meals to donate to the food bank. Every three-pointer made here this weekend. McDonald's donating a meal to the food bank. Just spectacular here, and of course playing for the world's oldest basketball court cup. Returning tomorrow, the winner here will go on to take on the Moncton Mystics. This is Miramichi and Fredericton here. The Her-icanes with the ball in the orange, down 10 at the half to Fredericton. Rainford misses two, Butts pulls down the rebound. Now she's going to hold the ball off for Robbie Daly. Let's see how Miramichi settles. That's going to be too many seconds getting the ball over on the turnover. .23 seconds into the second half. 30-20 here for the Freeze. Scoring slowed down a fair bit in the second quarter. Let's see if the Her-icanes make an adjustment at halftime. Rainford from 16 feet. That one rimmed out. Attacking the glass, though, is Black. Bailey Black with the score. Katie Daly. Get hit in the nose on that one. And will be subbed out. Milan Spicarel checks back in as Daly will get some attention. I know there is a trainer on site here this weekend. Sure that's a nose or if it's a hit in the mouth that time. Spicarel back outside for Daly into the post. Kamwine is going to be called for a travel. I didn't see that one myself. Officials on top of that. I was watching up top, not the feet. Katie Donahoe out of the backcourt for the Her-icanes. That's Aiden Rainford for Lauren Rainford. And they exchange one more time. I wonder how many times those two have passed the basketball to each other. Same thing with the two Dailies here into the post for Butts. Working on Rainford. Left that one short. Rainford collects the rebound, but there's Spickerell on the steal for Jane Boyle. Butts. Step back three-pointer. That one doesn't go for Butts. Lauren Rainford on the rebound. Butts doesn't shoot many of those in the UNB Varsity Reds uniform. There's a little more free reign here with the Freeze to shoot the three-pointers. Long pass ahead. Kamwine will take the 18-footer. No good. Daly fights for the rebound. Picked off, though, by Donahoe. 8-point game. The Her-icanes with speed to the front court. Rainford makes a triple. There's another one on the board. Make it 24. Spickerell for three. That one looked good, rimmed out. 5-point game. Freeze yet to score this quarter. 6 points put up by the Her-icanes. Lawler on the drive, fouled by Spickerell. Subs in for the Her-icanes, 8 and 9. 8 is Ashley Cortez. Played at Crandall 2006 to 2009. 9 is Alexa Rancourt, 5'10" forward. Couple makes from the line, and we're suddenly down to a 3-point game. Nice run here for the Her-icanes to start this half. Freeze need to score. There's Boyle, guarded closely by Donahoe. Butts from deep. That one rattled around. Rebound by Rancourt. Rancourt is pretty much a walking double-double in the ACAA. Collects a rebound there. Daly can't get it to go. Freeze ice cold here to start second half. I was going to go on Spickerell. Donahoe for Rainford. And suddenly it's a 1-point game, 9-0 run. Start the second half for the Her-icanes. Subs coming for the Freeze. Robbie Daly draws the foul on the scoop shot. Dickinson, Enqua, and Russell will check in for Fredericton. Amanda Russell off of Grand Manan. Really highly competitive player here, just uber talented is Russell. There, Daly breaks the ice for the Freeze here in second half. Makes it a 2-point game. And now 3. Dickinson on Donahoe. Rainford down to the court. Nice defense by Enqua. Knocked that away. Inside to the post. Pass a little too tough and picked off by the Her-icanes. Rancourt, Rainford, Donahoe. Inside for Rancourt, beautiful pass. Rancourt on the second attempt gets it to go down. 1 point game, nice offensive execution there by the Her-icanes. 4 subs for the Her-icanes next opportunity. Daly hits the 3. Robbie Daly coming alive here for the Freeze. The second half has all 5 Freeze points. Look inside for Lawler. Russell on the rebound. Off for Daly, ahead for Boyle. Boyle for Enqua, knocked away. Good hands by Rancourt. Subs in. The Hanson sisters in for the Freeze, as well as Pickerel. And 4 new jerseys for the Her-icanes. Rancourt stays, joining Rancourt, 10, Cassidy Hamilton. Abby Miller is wearing 16, 11 is Bailey Russell, and 1 is Lauren Rainford. Michaela Hansen for Russell. Russell with the spin move and score. Beautiful move, Amanda Russell. Bailey Henderson from deep. Henderson tracks down the own rebound. Henderson puts it up again. That one bounces through for Bailey. 4 point game, the Freeze in front. Nice screen for Hansen. Hansen with the runner, Matea. The Mount Allison Mountie former Crandall player gets a runner to go. Foul goes on 8 of the Freeze, wearing 8. Three's on the board, not 8. I'm looking for number 8 on the Freeze, and I don't see a number 8, so it must be on number 3. Which is going to be Matea Hansen. Not number 8, number 3. Some of these numbers are not exactly. Let's just say the new Freeze jerseys will have more legible numbers on them than these frozen look here. The 8 and the 3, sometimes they're tough to tell apart. Russell to the basket again. What a load is Amanda Russell down low. Dickinson back in front of Rainford. Nice take by Lauren Rainford. Rainford on the rebound again. Shot clock, late reset. Dickinson steps in for the steal. Virginia Dickinson, just such a high basketball IQ. That one deflected out of bounds. Matea Hansen to inbound. Guarded by Jenny Cripps. Cripps number 3. Cripps going to be SJ Seawolves. SJ defensive MVP this season. Taken away there by Cripps. For Rainford, 6 point game, Freeze in front. Enqua look to jump the pass on Miller. Foul on the dribble that time. Going to go on Enqua. Rainford, nice move on Russell, but it's Russell collecting the rebound. And jump ball there, I believe, on the call. Freeze possession. Arrow switch back over. 3:03 to go here in Q3. Freeze and punt by 6. which would be 2 times 3 if you like the threes. Robbie Daly, Charlie Connors in for Fredericton. Hamilton lets fly. Rebound collected by Michaela Hansen. Hansen finds Robbie Daly. Katie Daly back on the Freeze bench. Score there by the Freeze. Lauren Rainford looks for the up and under move. Loose ball picked up by Daly for Russell. Oh, nice cut by Connors. Connors doesn't get that one to drop. It's a great cut though, and great delivery by Robbie Daly on the pass.
Slow it down, slow it down.
Hamilton for Miller. Back for Hamilton. She can shoot it from deep. Cripps. Rebound. Henderson. Cripps again lets fly. That one no good. There is Miller on the rebound, and Miller with the putback score. Abby Miller, last year for the Mystics. Almost 9.5 points a game in 9 games played. Deflection there in the post-entry pass, but it's Russell who tracks it down. Russell with the 18-footer just cans the shot, pushes the Freeze lead back up to 8. Rebound by Connors. Connors up for Hansen. Michaela Hansen back outside for Connors. Spot up 3. That's one Charlie can make. Hansen looked for the save, but it's into the hands of Rainford. Rainford is speedy right at Daly. Nice move by Rainford. Lauren Rainford scores 2. First team All-Star times 2 for Rainford, 21-22, 22-23. And of course, second team this past year, 23-24. Russell again on the inside. Impact player is Amanda Russell. Rainford knocks down a triple. Cuts it to 5. Under 30 seconds to go. There's another 3 on the board. Inside, Hansen blocked by Rainford. Lauren Rainford doing a little bit of everything here. 5 subs in for the Her-icanes. Fresh new group. And Katie Butts and Eva Tamwine. Eva joined me at halftime for the interview. Surrounded, of course, by the under-11 team here from St. Stephen. Great to see that support out. And, of course, Eva, who coaches at the JV level at FHS, has been coaching youth for some time. Certainly appreciates that and having them involved. Aiden Rainford off the glass, rebound Katie Butts. That'll do it for the quarter. 47-42 in favor of the Freeze. And of course, a few things I've remembered and been told at halftime. We'll get those in right now. Reese Baxendale, the player's name for UNB, the other injury that I just could not think of in the first half. It just flashed into my brain at halftime, as things usually do when I forget them. So thanks to that. And the sponsor, newly on board for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Been told it's okay to mention this now. Probably should have mentioned it in the first game. Atlantic Lottery Corporation. Thanks for stepping up with sponsorship there, and I'm sure there'll be details of that announcement coming soon. Certainly look forward to what that can mean for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association on top of MWBA, Royale, some of the other sponsors that are on board, Cushman Wakefield, Sports Support for Sport in Nova Scotia. Just unbelievable in terms of what goes on to make this league work. Sponsors for this tournament as well here in St. Stephen, McDonald's, Rainford Accountants. Sweeney International Marine, Southwest, New Brunswick Service Commission. All sponsors here for this weekend. World's oldest basketball court, and for their support in volunteering and and helping just create this event and be part of this community as well. Good work for all the volunteers. And of course, the crew from CHCO TV right here in Charlotte County. Director Florence Mitchell, cameras Vicky Hogarth, Ian Curran, and Patrick Watt. Thanks for stepping out of the usual of CHCO TV, doing some live streaming here for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Just stellar job, for a group that doesn't usually do this, but he does an amazing job on TV. Certainly pleased to be part of your crew here for this weekend and to make what I guess would be my CHCO TV, albeit streaming, debut. Oh, blocked by Boyle inside on the Lawler drive. Lawler's back at it again. Got a Lawler story to tell, whether I get that in today or whether I get that in tomorrow. Well, we'll see. Lawler goes to the line, maybe I'll have an opportunity to tell that story. It's going to be Rainford here in a 5-point game. Lower scoring than the first one we saw this afternoon. Tight battle here from these teams in the preseason. That Moncton and Port City game, that was a bit of a track meet. Each team put up over 80. Not going to get here on this one unless these teams just explode over the rest of this game, and not really a surprise. Both teams are going to want to play pace, but both of these teams are also physical. Daly with a long distance release, no good. Rebound for Katie Daly. There's Katie back on the court after getting some medical attention there earlier after like a blow to the face of some sort. Rainford again on the score. Lauren Rainford cuts it to a 1-point game. Rainford with the knockaway. Bailey Black draws the tie-up jump ball. Possession arrow will be to the Her-icanes. No, the Her-icanes just had it out of the quarter, so we're going to stay with the freeze. Butts on the miss. Rebound and push ahead for Bailey Black, just a little too strong. Nobody touched it on the way through, I don't think. Lauren Rainford says somebody did.
Foul tip. Defense.
Katie Daly on some offense for Robbie Daly. Katie Butts, tough post catch and score off glass again for Katie Butts. Good action there. Robbie Daly, feet caught up with somebody. Up off the floor with a big smile. Robbie, another effervescent personality here in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. You're such a caring individual. Eva Kamwine with the turnaround, soft touch, post catch. That's quick move on the post. That's hard to guard when you catch and go right away. Lead pushed back up to 5 as those two inside scores from the freeze. Rainford looks to answer with an inside move. Rebound is ripped away by Eva Kamwine. Going to head for Katie Butts in traffic. Surrounded by the traffic cones there, those orange jerseys. Boyle with the miss. Butts with a putback score. And the and one attempt. Katie Butts with a big board and score for the freeze. Timeout taken. So I believe be by the Her-icanes. A little change on the freeze bench this season as well. Colleen Daly no longer out coaching with the freeze this season. Instead, it's Ashley Smith who steps in. Ashley, who is a bit more behind the scenes, and there I am. That's just, rather be the voice in the face, but there I am on screen. Thanks for putting that up, crew. See my position here between the bleachers. keep the cameras pointed the other way. We want people to keep watching. Just kidding. It's all good. Butts to the line. 7:40 to go here in the fourth. 7-point game. Butts to make it 8. There's a good push there by the Her-icanes. Freeze have found some scoring more here in this quarter on the inside with Butts and Tumwine. Through the legs of Henderson, but she recovers. Off for Black. Black into the post for Miller against Butts. It's not a bad step back from Abby Miller over the 6'2" Katie Butts. Butts pass just a little too strong. Henderson from long distances doesn't go. Miller on the rebound, blocked by Butts. Knocked out of bounds, I think, by Katie Daly. Called out off the freeze. Great look there at Ian Curran on camera. Time violation.
Folks, we have a dog in a parked car in the parking lot that someone has brought to my attention that is barking a lot. If you have a dog in your vehicle, I would recommend going to check on them. Thank you.
Daly to the front court. Fans are getting a kick out of the announcement here, but it's actually half serious. One has a dog in a car here, and the dog seems to be a little agitated, so we're going to get someone to go check on the dog in the car. Make sure the dog is all right. Bailey Black. Baseline kick picked off by Katie Daly. Jenny Enqua leaves it short. Rancourt on the rebound, and the dribble out gets into the painted area, kicks it outside for Henderson. Henderson on the miss. Daly again on the run against a number of orange jerseys. Daly kicks it outside, but it's picked off again by Rancourt. Oh, Rancourt, nice move. Off for Henderson. Henderson can't get it to go again. Jane Boyle, too strong. Off for Bailey Black. Miller, baseline kick, hand on it by Jane Boyle. Passed up ahead for Jane Boyle. Now Katie Daly can't get the three to go. Subs coming here for the Her-icanes. A Lawler and 2 Rainfords await. Brittany Dickinson will check in for the freeze. Next opportunity. Rancourt for Miller. Miller wanted a hack, didn't get it. Instead gives up a foul. Be over to the Freeze, under 5 minutes to go here. Freeze are up by 8. This game's a long way from over. The Her-icanes very capable of going on a scoring run, as we saw right off the top of the third quarter. Dickinson and Matea Hansen check in for Fredericton. That's Virginia Dickinson there with the ball. Off for Jane Boyle. Dickinson makes the triple. Rancourt has added another one to the total over there. I think we're a couple short. There, they got it. Foul goes on number 5 for the Freeze. And the Freeze are using their old uniforms, but the numbers that I have are their new uniforms. So that's why looking around a little bit on some of these fouls. I know the Freeze more by face than by number here, so checking every time there's a foul to see who that was. And that's going to be on Dickinson, that one. Lauren Rainford makes one with the clock stops to cut it back to a 9-point lead. Eva Tomwine with a nice move. Beauty post move. Freeze lead now back up to 11. Rainford will go the line to shoot 2. Black and Donahoe check back in for the Hurricanes here. Milan Spicarel in for Jane Boyle. Ten-point game, chance to cut it to 9. And it's a 9-point game. Lauren Rainford's had a really good game here for Miramichi. Freeze quick to the front court. Matea Hansen, a little too strong. Head for Bailey Black. Rainford in the corner again. Kicked outside. Lawler makes a triple. Big score there for Miramichi. Back to a 6-point game. That's only 2 possessions here. 3:35 to go in quarter 4. Katie Butts in off the bench. Kamwine for Hansen. 3 seconds called. I thought they cleared the lane after that one. Apparently not. Russell, Daly, and Butts in. That's Katie of the Dailies. Spicarel on Donahoe. Now there's Lawler. Outside for Rainford. Back for Lawler. Lawler tries the triple, miss, rebound. Katie Daly ahead for Matea Hansen. Spicarel step back 3 and she drained it. Big bucket there for the Freeze. Pushes it back to the 3-possession game. Daly looks to work off the dribble. Nice takeaway by the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes with numbers to the front court. They're going to let Rainford make the decision. She's going to get the and 1. Lauren Rainford, beautiful take. Fans in the Miramichi are going to like watching Rainford all season long. Schedule this year, each team 5 home games and 5 road games, of course, with a 10-game schedule, 7 teams in the league. You don't get to play each team twice. So there's a little bit of a misbalance in the schedule from that perspective. As mentioned, all 7 teams will play, and the standings will be based on 7. Then when you get to playoffs, it will be based on your standings within your province. And then, of course, when you get to the Final Four, it'll be revert back to the standings from the regular season again with the full league. My understanding is, anyway, at least the way the playoffs work. And thanks again to Partners Royale, MWBA, ALC, jumping on board this season, Cushman Wakefield, and of course the presenting sponsors here, McDonald's, Rainford Accountants, Sweeney International Marine Corps, and the Southwest New Brunswick Service Commission. 2:27 to go in a 7-point game, big free throw. 6-point game, back to 2 possessions. Pressure from the Her-icanes. Expected this. Daly's going to work off the dribble, clears half, but it's Lawler who gets the tie-up. Possession is going to favor Fredericton based on the arrow. It was a good double. That's one thing if you look at the Freeze roster that they have right here is who's going to be that ball handler under pressure. Looks like in this one it's going to be Katie Daly. And there's Katie Butts on the rebound. Up and in for 2, 8-point game. Lawler with the spin. Henderson on the shot. Henderson on the rebound. Doesn't get the second one to go either. Screen from Russell to free Daly, who puts up the long shot. Butts fights for the rebound into the hands of Daly. Back for Robbie Daly. Russell resets, 1:45 to go. Foul given by Aiden Rainford. $1:40 to go, 64-56. Fredericton. Winner here will take on the Mystics in the world's oldest basketball court cup, and that is Fredericton. They will this weekend face both of their first weekend opponents as they take on Miramichi in Miramichi's opening game, Miramichi Valley High School, next Sunday. And of course, they take on the Mystics next Saturday night at the Richard J. Curry Center in Fredericton. Mystics will open the season on the road at Port City and St. John on the Saturday night as well. Get out to one of those games. Fredericton pushes the lead to 10. 1:25 to go. The Her-icanes need quick scores and big scores if they can get them. Rainford. She is quick. She found another seam. Got to the bucket. Not sure if the shot got off. The official just stepped in my view there as the drive was occurring. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Timeout taken. 1:12 to go. Of course, thanks to She is Active NB as well. She is Active NB is presenting players of the game here. 28 three-pointers made. That's 28 meals to be donated by McDonald's to the food bank here. And thanks to Ashley and Gary Wager for jumping on board with that promotion. Anything from behind the arcs is golden here this weekend. Thanks to McDonald's. And I'm looking forward, for the participants here, there's a mayor's reception this evening for the teams and some of the other individuals attached to the teams at downtown at the Gar Salon, and that's pretty much right across the street from the world's oldest basketball court, and some tours there. And I've been talking about this for 2 years without seeing the facility, just seeing photos of it. I am so looking forward stepping in there in just a few hours to check that out and having a look at what is basketball history. There is Lawler on the outside. 2 to shoot. Lawler gets one off. Oh, it looked good, but it rattled out. Russell on the rebound. That's going to be a foul given. It's going to be Lawler or Rainford. Have I said that these are sharp Hurricane jerseys yet? Wait till you see the new Freeze ones next weekend. Oh, nice catch by Butts. Little crossover dribble there as well. Puts the Freeze up by 12. Instead, Rainford back on the heels on that dribble. Russell on the rebound. 40 seconds to go here. Freeze are going to win this one. They're up 12. Amanda Russell's been a big part of that in her first game action here in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Puts a couple more points up. You can't give Russell that much room. She is one heck of a scorer, has always been. Henderson puts up the shot. Seven seconds to go. Robbie Daly will go to the line. It's going to be a foul on Lauren Rainford. Coming up after this, we will stay here for a post-game interview. Sure, we can grab one from somebody here, and I'll do the wrap-up out of the post-game. Thanks again to the crew, Director Florence Mitchell, cameras Vicky Hogarth, Ian Curran, and Patrick Watt. Great job here, and so appreciate you being here. Fredericton's going to win this one, 71-56. They will go on to take on Moncton tomorrow at 1:30. The 11:30 game will be the Fog and the Her-icanes, and that's going to be a matchup of their opening game of the season next weekend. Folks, I've enjoyed bringing you this one, but stick around for a post-game interview. Give me about 2 minutes, get over there and get that set up. We'll have that, and then we'll wrap up here from day one at the Battle at the Border.
Mr. Bill.
Watch your drink.
Bill, can I get you to just get
Our
closer to me this time?
Her-icanes from the Miramichi Her-icanes, number 1, Lauren Rainford. And from Fredericton Freeze, number 12, Amanda Russell.
Thanks, John. Everybody, don't forget tomorrow, 11:30, Miramichi against Forest City, and the battle for the world's oldest basketball court cup goes at 1:30 between the Fredericton Freeze and the Moncton Mystics. See y'all later tomorrow.
Joined now by post-game with Tom Liston. Tom, you're part of the committee of the world's oldest basketball court. This is your first look in person at the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. I know you and I go back a long time. What are your thoughts here on what you see as a product on the floor?
It's incredible. I watched a few online games over the years that you've obviously broadcasted. Had a lot of comments how good a job you did broadcasting, by the way. But this is awesome, and have CHCO broadcast this and see the product, broadcast wherever we are in the world, right? But the product's fantastic. We had two amazing games. Both games are insanely close. This is exhibition, but they're playing at such a high level. The intensity is amazing. And it's just wonderful to see live and bring St. Stephen to Brunswick.
And the fans are turning out for this as well. Talking about fans, these teams are going to get a chance to tour the court here in just a couple hours as part of the reception that you're putting on. You're going to walk away with another 40 or 50 supporters of our old basketball court.
we had a great day already. We took the youth teams down earlier, and they absolutely loved it, right? And we're going to get, what I've always said is this is a New Brunswick project, right? We should all be proud as New Brunswickers to own this. The direct descendant from Naismith's student coming to St. Stephen, New Brunswick, and bringing the game here is the start of what happened to spread basketball through New Brunswick. So to have all teams from, not quite all corners of New Brunswick, but almost, come see the court and hopefully have the same pride that I have that we're involved with.
Absolutely amazing. We're back here tomorrow for the consolation game, 11:30. That's going to be Moncton. It's going to be Miramichi. No, pardon me. It's going to be Port City, and it's going to be Miramichi.
Yep.
Backwards in my head, the championship game, 1:30. Fredericton and Moncton. Thoughts on what you saw from all those teams today?
All of them, like I said, all of them played so great. Being an exhibition game, and look, there's new systems probably, new players. Obviously, the roster just got set, a week ago, really. For them to, especially that first game, they put up a lot of points, and they were quite efficient offense. So hopefully Fredericton can come out with the win tomorrow. I'm a little biased, but we'll see. It'll be good.
And last question for you here. The sponsors that have stepped up for this, I know you want to get a mention in. How important are they to your mission at World Wilderness Basketball Court and in this tournament in general?
Well, obviously McDonald's being the lead sponsor, I think stepped up pretty quickly. We kind of put this together, in a little bit of a rush, and to have it come together with all these great sponsors has been amazing. To have the attention come to this town, to have the economic activity to come to this town. We haven't built the world's oldest basketball court museum experience center yet we bring economic activity to this town. So kudos to Brad and the team for bringing it here. It's been an awesome weekend so far, and we're only halfway through it.
Wonderful, thanks. We look forward to that day too tomorrow. Folks, come on back tomorrow, 11:30. We'll have the stream again for the consolation game, 1:30, the championship game. For everyone here at CHCO TV, thanks for joining the stream today. I'm Bill Gibson. It's been my pleasure. Look forward to coming back tomorrow and all season long with the Maritime Women's Basketball Association.